Imagine being known by the world and the next day all your photos are out. They were jingle photos or videos of world-famous people. Models, actors, athletes, influencers, photos that should not be seen by other people were now on the internet. These photos, which received millions of downloads in just one night, were initially all over the internet. GitHub, plus 18 sites, Instagram, even when you typed the name of the famous person into Wikipedia, you could access these photos even from Wikipedia. Jennifer Lawrence's videos and photos, who became quite famous with Love Against and X-Men, got the most downloads. Although some celebrities said that the leaked photos or videos were fake, each one was real and was now on the internet. The big hunt begins to catch the group behind all these events, Fortune and Anonymous. But as you watch the video, you will see that the incident is not just about Fortune or Anonymous. I'll take up a little of your time here. This video was supposed to come 4 days ago, but I was called to the tax office unexpectedly. And the truth is, these past few days have been quite stressful for me. Out of respect for my viewers, I felt compelled to make this statement because I've been posting a video a bit late. I recently created a poll in the community section asking what kind of video you'd like to see. Although viruses and humanity won the poll, since it would be quite difficult to bring the content of that video to life and because of the somewhat difficult days I've been going through lately, I wanted to make it a little easier. Some of you may be wondering what's the matter, but as you know, I don't tell stories by commenting on this channel. I try to present it with the best editing and storytelling I can. Therefore, such difficult topics can take quite a lot of time. As always, for support please like. If you enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe. Fortune is a place where people can write their thoughts anonymously. A website that plays a major role in political developments or in revealing some famous names and huge companies. And at the end of August, a user uploads telephoto photos and videos of celebrities to the site. However, the real source of this huge file was not Porsche. It was a NONIB site. You can think of it as a platform just like Porsche. But it was in NONB, in a place where predominantly sexual content is shared by users. Subtitles by MK. This time, the file uploaded to the site was not images of an ex-girlfriend or ordinary sexual images. It was Jennifer Lawrence herself, one of the most popular names of the period. Although all users initially thought the images were fake, everyone soon knew that it was real with the new videos. As you can imagine, all these videos and photos were given in exchange for other money. Gift of jewelry. Subtitles by MK. We need to dig a little deeper to make sense of it all. I told you not to forget the stall part. This is a category title where not many people on the NONIB site are active. But these 5 men were the most notable. Know that you'll find out who each of these 5 men are and how they did it later in the video. A teacher from Virginia, a customer service person from Chicago, a bank clerk from Connecticut, a father of 2 from Pennsylvania who was in business, and a 30-year-old from Chicago who lived with his family. What made these 5 men important was their loyalty to each other. Among themselves, they were selling or sharing photos of their girlfriends and other images. None of these photos were taken outside. They were just sharing it among themselves. What you didn't know was that these 5 people were incredibly good with computers. They have been actively trying to hack celebrities' iCloud accounts for years. And at the end of the day, these 5 people were sharing photos and videos of every celebrity you could possibly think of that should never have come to light. Kristen Dunn was also among the celebrities whose photos and videos were leaked. And the day after the photos were leaked, he sarcastically thanked iCloud, aka Apple, on Twitter. Apple soon made an announcement to all media outlets and said that iCloud accounts containing hundreds of celebrities were hacked. He makes a statement like we are trying to take the necessary security measures. So how did everything happen? Who and how could hack a company like Apple and hundreds of world-renowned celebrities? Find out about the celebrities you are curious about with just a few clicks. We are in a period where we can access dozens of information, their birth dates, favorite colors, special numbers, even their home addresses or private lives. These 5 people we mentioned, and for years, he had been trying to break up the double dealing by piecing together important information such as the date of birth or the names of the celebrities' children. Sounds impossible, right? We are talking about thousands or even millions of possibilities. Don't worry, it's still impossible. They hacked into celebrities' accounts using the phishing hacking method, which is still actively used today. All they had to do was click on the link to take over their system. But everything had to be believable. How did they do it? Just 3 weeks before the giant leak, many celebrities like Jennifer Lawrence were unable to log into their iCloud accounts. They start receiving messages from a seemingly realistic place like securityservruser.com. What it said was, someone from Russia is trying to access your account. If this is you, ignore the message. However, if you are not the one, click on the link below with the code we sent you. And now it was all over. The giant leak is missing. The only thing was the decision-making mechanism of the person who would do it. He could now access private images of the private lives of the people he watched on screen. After the FBI obtained an IP address, it was learned that 500 iCloud accounts were managed through this IP address. Telecommony. Teleco. Oh, it's so hard, son. Telecommunication. The telecommunications company shares the IP address with the FBI. The address is the one you heard at the beginning of the story, the one who stayed with his family at the age of 30. It belonged to Emilio Herrera. Thanks to Emilio, they reached the other 4 men we mentioned. Edward Mayasik was a businessman, married, and had 2 children. Garofano was a bank employee. Christopher Bannon was a teacher living in Virginia. Ryan Collins was our customer service guy. The part where you say no way, even though all these photos were from these guys, the FBI still didn't have enough evidence. They couldn't exactly prove that these guys hacked the celebrities' phones. And at the end of the day, Christopher would get 34 months, Edward 9 months, George 8 months, Ryan 18 months, and Emilio 16 months. This story you just heard was from the year 2014, and since then, celebrities' iCloud accounts or phones continue to be hacked. And again, there are many, hundreds of other celebrities' photos on the internet. But even though the situation seems very serious, in these difficult economic times, in these chaos-like times, you still vibe like. And then you forget about it and move on with your life. And the truth is, due to the year we are in business, AI technologies have developed so much. In this world where everyone can fake everything, we don't actually need so much theft. Although I don't agree with this much, something Elon Musk said recently came to mind. We should slow down technology a little. Did you get this far? If you did, I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you still have to. What else would you like to see? Again, please don't forget to write a comment. I don't know who else is up to this point, but I want to say this. I share surveys on the community section of YouTube or sometimes make small comments about new videos. I would be the happiest if you looked there once in a while or showed interest. Take care of yourself.